One of the things that we know about Firefly after the launch is that obviously it's not going to use the existing NEOS battery swapping stations, but it's going to use the 5th generation battery swapping stations, which will be available as early as next year. Now, the initial plan of Firefly, you will know that coming from the president of Firefly, Firefly was supposed to get their designated battery swapping stations, but the executive of NEO decided that that is not efficient. It will not be cost effective to just make battery swapping stations for only Firefly, which makes sense, right? I think this is a very good initiative because the 5th generation battery swapping station that will come, it won't just be using Firefly, but it will be using Firefly, NEO, and Onvo, which is something that is great, right? I think it's a good way that NEO is taking because you already know that for a battery swapping station to reach a break even, it's around 60 battery swaps per day. And if Firefly does not have, or because Firefly it's a brand that is just starting, how many cars do you think they will need to sell to get those 60 battery swapping stations on the designated Firefly battery swapping stations? It's going to be a lot of cars that they have to sell, and still convincing people to join battery swapping, it won't make financial sense of which what NEO is doing right now of merging, making sure that the 5th gen battery swapping station that will come, or that will be available as early as next year, will be able to perform a battery swap also onto Firefly. It is something that is a very good strategic move, and we read this today. And by the way, because this Firefly that NEO is starting to deliver right now on the 29th of April, which is next week, users won't be able to go to NEO's battery swapping stations and swap their batteries. NEO is giving an incentive of around 3,000 RMB or around $410 for charging, for free charging. So this voucher, the Firefly users can use it to obviously charge their car. It's like they can charge for their cars for free for almost 2 years, which is something that is great because this makes them to obviously buy the car knowing that, look, even though they are not going to swap, they will be charging their Firefly sub-brand for free, which is something that is great, something that is very, very exciting. I mean, one thing that I know about NEO is that they always want to make sure that they meet their customers halfway, right? Their customers don't have to struggle, and I think this initiative of giving this subsidy incentive to those that are buying Firefly of $410 or 3,000 RMB, it is a very good strategy because it will make the Firefly users to wait for the battery swapping for next year, which is something that is great. You will know that it's always possible that you start to buy your NEO car with a battery and subscribe to Buzz at a later stage, which is why in some of the reports that we get about battery swapping station, we read that though the cars that were sold maybe for that month were 20,000, 15,000, you get to see the people that swapped their battery for the very first time being more than those that obviously bought the car with the battery. This simply means that some of the existing users that had bought the car with a battery are deciding now to obviously go and buy, or are deciding to join battery as a service to make sure that they get the convenient, or they enjoy the very same convenient that they've been seeing the NEO users getting from the battery swapping station technology, which is something that is great, something that is very very exciting. So yeah, man, this is what we are reading today. Battery swapping station, the 5th generation battery swapping station, is coming as early as next year, and this year we are definitely going to see NEO launching the 5th gen battery swapping station, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be much better than the 4th generation battery swapping station. If you think 4th gen battery swapping station is great, wait until you see the 5th gen battery swapping station. 4th gen battery swapping station is able to complete a battery swap in less than 3 minutes. Wait and see the time that the 5th generation battery swapping station takes to complete a battery swapping. This is something that is just going to be great, and this, my friends, is why I continue investing onto NEO, because even the capacity of the batteries that it carries, from what we've been seeing from Gen 1 to Gen 4, is that each and every generation, the capacity of batteries that gets to be stored into the battery swapping station gets to be more. The pace of swapping the battery is being reduced, And this, my friends, it's something that makes me to be really excited when I think about NEO. So many of the investors, even analysts, when they talk about NEO, they always forget about talking about battery swapping station, because this is what gives NEO competitive advantage. This is what makes NEO to stand out from the other EV competitors. And therefore, you cannot talk about or leave NEO out of the equation. And therefore, you cannot talk about NEO and not talk about their battery swapping technology, because no EV maker out there is deploying or building this kind of technology. It is only NEO and NEO only that is building battery swapping stations. And to date, they've completed over 70 million battery swaps. And I can tell you now, before the end of this year, chances are very high that NEO will be very close to 100 million battery swaps, which is something that I look forward to, because the more they sell their cars, it's the more swaps they get to do or to complete, right? And something that is very exciting, and it makes me to want to load the boat. Otherwise, with all that, just thought I'd give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. Blue skies coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the year, the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. I will see you on the next one, and God bless you all.